Hello everyone, my name is Chris. I am the Man Collects. Thank you for joining me here again on YouTube. If you end up enjoying this video, do me a favor, consider hitting that like button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the Man Collects, consider clicking subscribe. If you do, make sure you turn on your bell for notifications so you'll know when videos drop. Also, go to the description of this video. You will see a link to get to my Instagram. Go there, check that out, give me a follow, send me a message should you choose to. Alright, all that social media nonsense is out of the way. We're back here for Man Talk Episode 3. Let's take a look at some toy news. We're starting off here, you already see it on the screen. I have never given in and purchased a hot toy. I came really close with the 89 Keaton Batman. I don't know if that's still available. There's still a chance I might would grab that if you can. But guys, look at this. Knightfall Batman. This is Azrael from Batman number 500. When he officially takes over, I guess, fully as the Batman and makes it his own back in the 90s Knightfall storyline. For those of you who don't know what that is, the supervillain Bane defeated Bruce Wayne, broke his back. John Paul Valet here became the Batman. This is the costume he designed, as also known affectionately as the As-Bat from Batman lore. But this is $280 for a pre-order. It's not expected to ship until July of 2026 through December 2026, so sometime in that time frame, in case you can't read that fine print. They do have flexible payment options. You can lay away, things like that. I have never purchased anything, like I said, from Sideshow or Hot Toys. I'm not exactly familiar how that financing option might work. You might have to qualify. I'm not really sure about that. But $280, I don't see anything on here about a deposit yet to pay down. But again, I haven't tried to buy the thing, so I don't know. But that's all the details about that. Let's talk about here. $280. Take a look at some pictures of this thing, guys. This looks awesome. Again, if you're a 90s kid like me, I grew up reading Knightfall, Death of Superman. I was a naive young kid when this story, I was probably 12 years old when this storyline came out. I have all the original comics, but I thought once Bruce Wayne's back was broken, I thought this guy was going to be Batman forever. I didn't think, Bruce Wayne would be able to come back from that. But again, this is the costume, the first version of Azrael there from the Batman comics. And again, this did premiere in Batman number 500. But this looks, again, I can't keep saying enough, it looks amazing. Looks like he got some light up elements and stuff on it here as well, as far as his goblets. And then the light on his chest. I think that showed a bat symbol. If I'm not mistaken, I had to go back and look at the reference material. That's got Arkham Origins down there. If it's got Knightfall down here, was he in Arkham Origins? I don't know about that, but it's got that insignia down there at the bottom. But it's got here Knightfall Batman. Sorry, I just noticed the Arkham Origins sign down there. I don't know what that's there for, but anywho, let's keep looking at Azrael again. Some more shots of it here. I am very tempted to put down a pre-order on this. I gotta do some research and see if I were to change my mind. Is there a deposit? Can I cancel it in case I decide not to get it? But this looks, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I can pass this up. It just looks too good. One of my favorite all-time comic stories from DC, at least, with the Knightfall saga. Then led into Night Quest, where you saw more of this version of Batman. And then he morphed into some different versions as his mind slipped further, as it got into the Night's End storyline, where Bruce Wayne did come back and defeat him to retake the mantle of Batman. But again, sweet looking hot toy coming. I have not, like I said, have never gotten a hot toy. This one is tempting me, guys. We're going to have to look into this, maybe give it some consideration to throw it in the collection here. Some more details. I mean, of course, I would expect for almost $300, it better have a wired cape, a soft goods cape on it. You imagine paying $300 for this sucker and have a plastic or rubber cape on there? That would be terrible. But again, they got some awesome shots of it there. Check this out, sideshow.com. Also saw it on Big Bad Toy Store. If you like hot toys, wherever you buy your hot toys from, you should be able to pre-order Azrael here, the Knightfall Batman. And again, this has got the Man Collects curiosity a little bit piqued. Let's move on to our next topic, guys. We have a new Haslab. Now, GIJoe and Hasbro Pulse, they teased the fan stream here. I think it was on June the 16th. They ended up canceling it for whatever reason. I was kind of curious. They had already announced some figures and stuff up for pre-order before that last stream, so I was kind of wondering what they were going to talk about. Now, there was leaked that we're going to do a GIJoe Haslab, and that's what the stream was all about. It did happen today as I'm recording, June the 30th, and what they revealed for the new Haslab is on your screen right now. The Snowcat Combat All-Terrain Vehicle with Farley Frostbite Sword action figure. I gotta say, guys, the Snowcat here when I was a kid. Now, most of the G.I. Joe toys belonged to my brother Greg, as he was into those. He's a little older than I was, but I loved the Snowcat and the Rattler. That was my two favorite G.I. Joe vehicles and toys that he had, outside of the USS Flag, of course. But for whatever reason, the Snowcat, that was my go-to, I guess, ground vehicle, and the Rattler is what I always wanted to mess with when messing with the planes. But this thing does look sweet, $325. I think there's a limit of 5 of these things you could get, so for anybody with deep pockets who wants a fleet of these things, you can get up to 5 of them. As of now, you got 45 days. I think it's like August the 14th when this thing ends. And again, $325. To get just what you see here on the screen unlocked, it needs to get to 8,000 backers. As of the time of this recording, which is 9 p.m. on June 30th, it's already at 4,755. So it's definitely going to hit the 8,000. Now, to get all the way unlocked, it needs to get to 14,000, and there are some unlockable tiers we'll take a look at. But all kinds of cool features on this thing, guys. You got lights that come up on it. The thing is massive as far as the size of it. They compared it to like the Hiss tank, and I thought the Hiss tank was good size. It looks like from the live stream today, it dwarfs the Hiss tank, so it's just a massive piece of plastic. We'll take a look at some of the images here. You can see a little bit closer up. Of course, like I said, you got lights. The suspension back here on the treads works where it kind of raises the vehicle up and down. You'll see a picture of that in a second. And the wheels also turn side to side, so that's pretty cool. But you got some cargo boxes that have these ski missiles in them. You got the turret in the back that you can either leave in or take out. If you take it out, there's 2 bench seats back there. I think this said it will hold 2 G.I. Joe classifieds on each side, so you can put 4 G.I. Joe classified figures back there. Of course, you get missiles and the launch effects that go in the turret launcher there on the back end of it. So some cool features that do come with it. We'll take a look at a few more of these. There's a closer look at your figure. The weapons look cool. I like the black with the gray stock. And then you got an alternate head sculpt there for him, and some different goggles and visors. And he comes with a thermos. The thermos I thought was probably the coolest accessory that he comes with outside of his weaponry. There's a closer up shot of it. They got the lights on. You can see you got some there. You got some on the side. The headlights do turn on. The inside dash lights come on the thing. I think the windshield wiper works. I mean, it's got a lot of cool features on it, you know, for the price that you're paying. I don't know, guys. Let me know. The Hiss tank, what was it, $300? I can't remember what the Hiss tank was when it was up. So I don't think this is too much priced over that, unless I'm completely wrong on the price of the Hiss. I can't remember how much it went for. And again, from the live stream they showed today, this is a lot bigger vehicle than the Hiss tank. There you go, showing the suspension there where it'll raise the front end up, where the treads stay stable in the back. And what else do they show here? Anything else good? There's your dimensions. That's what I wanted to show you. You got your length, height, and width. So again, you can see that right there. Measure that out on your own. That's a good size piece of plastic. Once again, I would implore you, if you're interested in this, to check it out on Hasbro Pulse's website, or go back to their YouTube channel and watch the recap of that live stream and see all the stuff they show on this, because they did an hour-long live stream just on this thing. So they went over about every bell and whistle on the thing during that live stream. That shows your cargo there area in the back. You can fold those down and make bench seats, and of course you got storage under the seats there where you can put more accessories on it. So let's take a look at a couple of more. Move on. It shows the lights and your towing hooks and the wheels turning there. And there's your slide out kitchenette. That's on the driver's side. You got a little cooler there, cup holders. I guess it's supposed to be like a little hot plate thing there. A little kitchenette thing that opens up at the side, the driver's side of the vehicle. There's a shot of the engines. Alright, guys, I think we're going to take a look at something else now. But again, you can go to Hasbro Pulse's site and check this out. Look how bright the LED lights are on that dash, the way it's shining back on him there and causing the shadows there in the back. So this thing looks like it's going to be quality. We've got some sticker elements you can put on the window there to give it some effects, like it's got some frost and ice on the windshield. The sticker elements, honestly, for a $325 vehicle, I don't know how I feel about that. I'd almost rather it have some way to change the windows out, where you can change the plastic to either the one like this or the plain view. And it had different, like you see the insignia up here, it has some different insignias and stuff that you could put on it as well as for sticker elements. So you got some customizability, that's a big word, you can do with it there. But again, for $325, I don't know how I feel about having to put stickers on the thing, but to each his own, I guess. But yep, we do have us a new Haslab. Let's take a look at our tiers real quick, and then we'll move on to the next. If it hits 10,000 backers, I'm sorry the screen's so small, but again, check out Pulse's live stream. You can see, but the first thing you'll unlock is Lady J, an Arctic Gear action figure, and she's got like heavy winter gear on, all that stuff. 12,000 backers, you get the GIJoe battle station. You get the little lean-to here, little tent thing. I think it comes with a cot. There's some things like a little Arctic campsite, I guess, where they have to get out and stay, for whatever reason, out in the elements. So it has something to keep them warm. And then tier 3, the final tier, the final unlockable, is Flint in the Arctic gear. So you get kind of the same thing you get with Lady J. You get Flint, some heavy gear there. So if everything unlocks, 14,000 backers, you'll get 3 figures, all kinds of accessories, and 1 massive snowcat. So once again, we'll check back on this periodically until the campaign ends, see if it does back. But it does look sweet, guys. I'd like to have it, but just don't have a place here for it in the Manhunt, unfortunately. But once again, let me know in the comments. You getting the Haslab, or are you going to let this one slide by you as well? Alright, we talked enough about that. Let's go on to our friend Todd McFarlane. He does have some things, not anything new right now from McFarlane, unless he does something in the next 24 hours, I slide into this video, but there are some previous things we've looked at that now do have official release dates for pre-order. This thing was one. I don't think when last Man Talk we did that they had announced the pre-order date for this. It did go up on June 18th, so it's been out for a while now. The good thing, it was available at Walmart and GameStop. I haven't looked in a while, but last time I looked at Walmart, it was still available. The bad thing, they raised the price of these to $60 when they announced this one. I really wanted this, guys. I gotta tell you, $60, I'm going to pass. I'm going to wait until I see it in person before I pre-order it. If it looks great when I see it in person, I mean, I know it's $60, but it's the Punisher. It's the classic Punisher. I still might grab that, even though it is $60. I don't know, but I want to see it in person before I commit that kind of money to it. If it was still at the $40 price point, yeah, I probably definitely would have pre-ordered it, but given the price of it, I think we're going to wait and take a look at it in person. This is another thing, guys. Let me know in the comments. Did you get this? Did you pass on it? What do you think about the price? Do you think it's worth? Do you think these are worth $60? These 1/6 McFarlane Post figures, or just think it's another company trying to gouge us a little bit here with all these price increases we keep seeing? But once again, this is available for pre-order. Hopefully, it's not sold out. But Walmart and GameStop were your destinations to pre-order this thing. And once again, it is $59.95, 99 cents, 95 cents, whatever these stores charge. But right at $60. Alright, some other stuff that does go up for pre-order the day this video drops on July the 2nd. Now keep in mind, McFarlane usually does their pre-orders at 12 noon, so if you're watching this video right now, as soon as it drops, this is probably up for pre-order somewhere. But the new wave of Page Puncher with Superboy, now there are Platinums. I know of Superboy and Steve Trevor in this wave. I can't remember if they showed a Platinum version of the Wonder Woman figure, but I know you got Superboy here, you got Wonder Woman. Now McFarlane's official social media did not announce Steve Troy as going up on July the 2nd, but he is with there. Steve Trevor, I'm sorry. I think that's his name, Steve Trevor. Anyways, Wonder Woman's boyfriend is also in this wave. He should go up with these 2 figures on July the 2nd. But again, wherever you buy your McFarlane from, just check that around 12 noon on July the 2nd. These should be up for pre-order. This one is a definite grab for me because I have the other Return of Superman figures he's done so far, so I want to get this one to round that out and have all 4, you know, Steel, Cyborg, Eradicator, and Superboy here. Wonder Woman's a pass for me. Again, we've shown these figures on the channel before, but I didn't want to announce they'd have given a pre-order date. It is July the 2nd, and you should be able to get that wherever you get your McFarlane toys from. Now, the price point, don't know. I'm assuming it's probably $30 a piece, given the recent increases. I'll have to wait and see whenever they go up for pre-order. Alright, some more stuff coming, and you got July the 2nd for the ones we talked about. These will be on July the 8th. That is the new Phygital wave, the McFarlane Toys digital figures. You have Stephanie Brown Batgirl will go up on July the 8th, and the one I'm most excited about is right here, this No Man's Land Batman. This looks great, guys. The dark blue with the dark gray really pops and looks great, I think, with the yellow bat symbol and the big pouch utility belt. Now, there is a platinum, I know, of this Batman figure with the solid black costumes. I definitely want to get the common. I definitely want to get the platinum. So looking forward to this. I will be pre-ordering. I probably will pre-order this Batman figure, to be quite honest. I may just get one to try to get the common and then try to track the platinum down in stores. I don't want to order a whole bunch of these, end up getting like 5 commons or something, or 5 platinums, and not getting the other version of it. So I am going to order one of these, secure one for the collection. I will grab the platinum, or whichever one I don't get when I pre-order, I'll try to find when they hit stores. But again, is there one more of these? Nope. You got Batman here, and you got Stephanie Brown. They have announced thus far as going up for pre-order on July the 8th. And again, these usually hit around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the pre-order drops for McFarlane. All right, my friends, to round out this digital wave from McFarlane Toys, you do have Monarch here. He's also going up for pre-order on July the 8th. Once again, McFarlane usually puts their stuff up for pre-order around 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and whatever retailers you like to purchase your McFarlane from. But Monarch here, I think Monarch has a platinum. I'm trying to think, guys. I know the Batman figure has a platinum. I can't remember. They showed on Instagram post. I think it was Sergeant Pepper's Club showed on there what the platinums were. I do know there is definitely one for Batman. I'm not sure about Monarch. He may have had one as well, but once again, I'm not familiar with this character, but the blue and gray and the yellow colors there really pop on him, so he is pretty cool looking. But he is up for pre-order once again, July the 8th. And rounding out the wave, you have Pimp Daddy Disco Nightwing. I gotta say, I like the picture they have of him here, but this one also will be July the 8th around 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to round out the next wave of McFarlane Toys digital figures. So you got the Stephanie Brown Batgirl, you got the No Man's Land Batman, Monarch, and Nightwing. Should be coming up for pre-order on July the 8th. And you know how McFarlane goes. They're announcing them for pre-order today. So we'll probably start seeing these in store. If not by the end of this week, probably sometime next week, you'll see people on Instagram start posting finding these things. If they follow the trend, McFarlane usually does. But if not, if you can't find them in your stores, put you in a pre-order July the 8th and secure these for your collection if you so choose to. Alright, I already spoiled a little bit of this, but if you follow the Four Horsemen, you do know. I think this is on July the 2nd too. There'll be a live stream on Four Horsemen's YouTube channel on Wednesday, July the 2nd, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They are going to reveal the latest wave of Mythic Legions and discover the horror of, okay, I'm going to try this here, Enza Small, something like that. Looking forward to seeing this, guys. They have a whole big write-up about it here, giving the backstory about it on their social media. Check their Instagram page for this. I want to see what this entails. And someone had made a comment right here, Slap Happy Toys, a horrified polar bear. That would be awesome if they give us something like that. You know, you got a winter setting here, blood on the sign. There's going to be some kind of mythical beast these figures are going to have to be fighting. So, looking forward to seeing what this wave is. I wish I would have pre-ordered more of the Necronominus waves. So I may really look more into this once these come out, and I want to see the price point to see if the Four Horsemen figures might have went up any. But yep, looking forward to this one as well. I'll be checking this out on the 2nd of July at 8 p.m. on their YouTube channel, and on the next Man Talk, we'll take a look at the actual figures after they are released. Alright guys, we're going to end this little segment tonight with some trading card news. You got a couple of things coming from Upper Deck as far as Superman. I found these on, actually I found someone on a social media, I think on Facebook, in a trading card group I was in, posted some screenshots of these, and then I went on GameStop's site here to check them out. You do have some Upper Deck Fleer Brilliant Superman Mega Box. They're going to be $49.99. The Mega Box, from what I'm reading, is not going to be a GameStop exclusive, but the next one we're going to look at, the Blaster Box, is a GameStop exclusive. I don't know how many cards. Let's see, you got 5 cards per pack, 14 packs at 5 cards for $50. That's not a bad price. Looking at the side over here, I mean, the cards don't look terrible. So I have pre-ordered one of the Mega Boxes here and one of the Blasters, but you trading card people, this is coming on July the 16th. I assume this Mega Box will be a wide release. It doesn't mention anything about being GameStop exclusive, but you also have a Blaster Box here. How many cards are in it? 8 packs. So you get 40 cards in that for $30. And again, July the 16th, 2025, that is your release date for these. But both of these you can pre-order now on Upper Deck. Now, I'm going to be honest, guys, this is GameStop exclusive. You have to get the Blaster from GameStop. And I'm sure there's going to be some Blaster Box exclusives to make people want to actually get these at GameStop. But I don't know. I'm assuming Dave and Adams and other card vendors will have these as well. The Mega Box, we'll have to wait and see. But again, I only checked GameStop, and both of them are up for pre-order on there now for all you trading card fans. Let's take a look at our next item here. Big Bad Toy Store. The Big Bad Workshop has got another BBTS exclusive figure that is up for pre-order right now. Now, when I was a kid, I loved the cartoon, the animated series of Cops. I had, again, this is another figure line that I had a lot of when I was a kid. I even had Bulletproof Vest here, and I think Long Arm and Hardtop are my favorite too. But I also like BP Vest here. You know, in the storyline, he got shot and messed up or whatever, and he had like a metal chest plate put in him. That's why they called him Bulletproof Vest, because he had like a little vest there as a metal chest plate thing. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. But Big Bad Workshop looks like they're going to be doing Cops and Crooks. I really hope this catches on. I hope they give us the rest of the figures. Now, the good thing is, this is a great nostalgic callback from my youth. I want this thing. However, it's a 1/12 or 6-inch action figure figure, and it's $40. But let's take a look at all the accessories he comes with. You see here on the screen, he's got the soft goods jacket. He got his rifle there. Got a little briefcase he comes with. We'll take a look at the rest of it. But again, $39.99. It's estimated to arrive at the fourth quarter of next year, 2026. So there is a while to wait. I'll probably put a pre-order down on this just in case the pre-orders sell out. And I've got plenty of time to change my mind if I was to want to go around and decide not to get it for that price. But let's take a look at our images here, guys, and what we got. There you see the image we saw on the home screen. You got some more here. He does come with his badge he's showing there. The figure looks great. I mean, the Big Bad Workshop stuff that I've got has been quality. You can see there they got his jacket open. He's flashing, the goods there a little bit. But you can see the metal torso going down to the metal legs. Now, I don't remember in the old cartoon and the old figure if he had like cybernetic legs. I thought it was just his chest, but I could be wrong. It's been, man, that was probably on in the late 80s. I don't think I was in double digits yet in age when Cops was on, but pretty cool looking figure. Another shot thing there, the stock image. Looking in his briefcase. Come on, show some more accessories he's got here. He's got to have more than just what we're showing here. But look at the detailing there on the face. I mean, the figure looks great. And looking forward to getting this in the collection if we do decide to throw it in there. But again, $40 so far. Here you go with your accessories. So do you see $40 here, guys? Let me know. But I know most of like the Operation Monster Force, stuff like that, were $37. But the accessories they came with, and then again the detail and quality of the figure, it was expensive, but I could kind of see it. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same with this. It is $40, but I guess with everything else going up in price, that might be the new going price for the Big Bad Workshop. Who knows? But you see there everything that it comes with. Again, it's not going to be released until next year, actually the end of next year, so we got plenty of time to wait. But if this does come out, if it is a good figure, I hope we do see some more. They have some awesome vehicles too. And let me know, guys. I don't think Big Bad Workshop has given us any vehicles yet, but I can't remember what Hardtop drove. That big armored looking vehicle was awesome. There was a big like tube bubble looking thing on for a helicopter. It looked pretty sweet, but yeah, looking forward to seeing what they give us here. We do have, as they're calling him, Inspector Bulletproof. He was BP Vest on the old cartoon, so glad to see a little throwback here to Cops. Look forward to see what else we get from this. Another thing, let me know in the comments. It's a pickup or a pass for you guys at $39.99. Alright guys, let's move over to Big Bad Toy Store and their Big Bad Workshop Operation Monster Force. Now, anyone who watches my channel or anybody's channel who went to Toylanta, they had a demo figure of this at Toylanta in the Big Bad Workshop booth. That is Chatsworth, the militant Sasquatch. Now, the figure looks great. This one I will get when this goes up for pre-order. If you go to Big Bad Workshop's Instagram account, you can go on here and see a little bit of information on the background of Chatsworth. If you come down to the main bottom of all this, the pre-order for him does go up on BBTS on July the 18th. Now, they don't give a date or a time, but I did notice they posted today a little video about him. So if you go to their Instagram account, you'll be able to see that and see what information they got on there for Chatsworth. But this figure looks great. You know, it's a Bigfoot with a Gatling gun. I mean, come on, I gotta have that in the collection. Let me know what you guys think about this. I've got a few Operation Monster Force figures. I've got some other stuff from the Big Bad Workshop. I think they're nice figures. They're usually a little bit pricey, but they are quality. They come with a buttload of accessories, so I will, unless this is like $80, I'll probably get this. If he's $60, I'll probably get him. I've got a feeling he's going to be around a $70 price point. I got to wait and see, but I'm hoping it's $59.99. We'll have to wait and see once he goes up, but looking forward to this one. He's supposed to come with a buttload of accessories, and the figure looks great. So we have a Gatling gun wielding Sasquatch coming here from Big Bad Workshop. And keep in mind, Big Bad Workshop figures are exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store, as it says down here in the bottom where it's almost cut off. Alright, something else exclusive to Big Bad Toy Store that we did talk about here a while back is finally up for pre-order, and that is M.A.S.K. Now, I did not know this was going to be exclusive to BBTS. I must have missed that, or maybe I did to read it off on the first announcement of this stuff, but they do have it up on the website now for pre-order on BigBadToyStore.com. So let's check out what they got. You have the M.A.S.K. Mobile Defense Unit Vehicle with Matt Tracker, Bruce Sato, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Scott Tracker, and T-Bob action figures BBTS exclusive set. So you get everything there you see in the picture, $174.99. Now, I am not 100% sure of the scale of these figures. I don't think they're 6-inch. I'm thinking they're 3.75, maybe 5 inch. I can't remember on that, guys. But once again, if you're a fan of the M.A.S.K stuff, you want to get this re-release stuff coming out here from the loyal subjects, it's BBTS exclusive. You can pre-order them now. And this one here, we'll check the dates on the rest of them, but it's estimated to arrive in late August of 2025. So next month, won't be, end of next month. So not too long to wait on these things. You do get a pre-order in there if they do ship on time. But we'll look through some of the other pictures here briefly. There's a lot of this stuff to cover. I don't want to take too much time on it. There's a look at some of your figures. The figures look pretty good, I think, for the scale and detailing that they are. I got to say, you know, I've gotten some loyal subjects, Ninja Turtles figures, and they weren't the best quality. So these do, where they are, look like they're limited articulation. Maybe they'll be a little bit better quality than what some of those were. And not trying to down the loyal subject or best action there. It's just the truth of the matter. The figures I got weren't very good. So we'll see here. I do love that right there. I mean, I had M.A.S.K stuff when I was very, very young. But, you know, once Transformers, you know, Thundercats and He-Man, my attention shifted to that stuff. I kind of got out of M.A.S.K, and I don't remember it being around very prevalent throughout all my childhood, so it may not have lasted too much longer once I started getting a little older. But I do remember the old boxes look very similar to this. You got the classic M.A.S.K logo there, so that's pretty cool at least. But again, this is $175 for this set you see here. Now, if you don't want to shell out $175 for the rig, there is another option here that is cheaper. It's $125, but you don't get all the different figures with it. This one, you just get the truck, you get the little pull cart there, and then you get Matt Tracker and Bruce Sato action figures. So you don't get the Scott Tracker and T-Bob stuff that comes with this. You just get the one you see here in the picture. But it is a little bit cheaper on the wallet. It's $125 versus $175. If you do want a cheaper option, just if you're just wanting the vehicle with the truck there. If I were to get these, I would want them more for the vehicles than I would the figures anyways. So like I said, I'd probably go for the cheaper options to get that truck, because it does look good from the images. I look forward to some people getting this in their hands. And maybe there are already some reviews on YouTube. I don't know if anybody got these in advance or not to show them on their channels, but I will be watching some review videos on these once I get a chance to sit down and look them up. I'm behind on my YouTube viewing. I got to get caught up here. But you also had the high-tech helicopter vehicle with Miles Wolf Mayhem action figure. Cool looking little aerial craft here. You can see they don't have very many pictures of it. You only got 3 different images to look at here, but there's a shot of the box. This thing is $90. Does it tell down through here what scale they are? 2.75 inch figure size, so 2 3/4. So small figures on these. If it's 2 3/4 inch figures, the vehicles aren't going to be that big. So I don't know, guys. $90 and $100, and this like this truck over here, as much as it costs for something that small a scale, and maybe that's in scale with the original M.A.S.K stuff, guys. I don't remember. It's been too long since I had any of this stuff, but I can't. It seems like the cars weren't all that big. Come to think about it, so maybe it is. Anybody who knows if this is scaled at the original scale of the M.A.S.K toys, please let me know in the comments. Because like I said, it's been a long time since I messed with anything from M.A.S.K other than it's kind of casually seeing it at toy shows and such. This is the one I always liked. I was always a fan of Camaros, especially this 80s body style. And this is made after one of those Camaros, like an IROC Z or an old Z28 or something there back in the 80s. I always liked the Thunderhawk vehicle here. It does come with Matt Tracker action figure. This one is $60. If I was to give in on one of these, it'd probably be this one, just because I remember having this. I think I had the truck too, but I can't remember. But I know that I had this vehicle. I had the Thunderhawk. So, again, it looks pretty good. You got the wings opening up there. There's your classic looking box it comes with. $60 if you want to get this off Big Bad Toy Store. And it looks like all of them are showing the late August 2025 estimated arrival date there. So you should have these hopefully in your hands by the 1st of September if they do ship out there at the end of August. Alright, here we go with the Condor vehicle with Brad Turner action figure. $35 or $34.99. Same arrival date, late August 2025. Here you get the vehicle, you get the action figure. Not as many pictures on some of these as the first couple we looked at. You can see here your figure comes with a couple different helmet options. And then again, that awesome classic looking box there for the Condor. And again, $35. This is more affordable. But of course, you're getting a smaller vehicle. And once again, 2 3/4 size figures. So you got some small action figures to go with these there. I guess it's probably what GIJoe's classic GIJoe size from back in the day. And like I said, maybe that was the scale of the M.A.S.K. I'm just going blank right now. I don't know. Alright, if you do like all of this, and I have not added up the individual prices, but I would assume this is the same price or maybe a little bit cheaper, but you can pay $325 and that gets you everything we just looked at. It does have the big set here for the truck, so you do get everything. You get the $175 set, you get the Condor, you get the Thunderhawk, and then you get the, what the crap was that called again? The high-tech helicopter vehicle. So you get all that and all the figures for $325. Shipping on this, from BBTS will be $4 flat rate shipping, so at least that the shipping won't kill you. But like I said, if you like all this, you want to order it in one big set, they do have that option available on bbts.com. Alright, my friends, as far as the toy news, that's all we got this week. Once again, thank you for joining me here on YouTube for this video. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. Be sure to subscribe. If you're not subscribed to the channel, turn on that bell for notifications so you will know when new videos drop. Look me up on Instagram, give me a follow, send me a message on there should you feel froggy and choose to. And we are signing out from the Man Hut, and I will see you the next time the man decides to talk some toys.